Okay, I have one of the older Axon body cameras here. I think this is the Flex 2, and it's dead, the battery's dead. And they don't make it such that it's replaceable. But I'm going to show you what you need to do to open it up. So very carefully, you want to take a blade and run it on that margin. You want to run it all the way around and be extremely careful you don't cut yourself. Okay, so we ran it all the way around. And now take a chisel and very carefully separate the case halves. There's a little silicone seal there. See if we can open this up. Okay, there it is. There's the battery. And you can see this one's, looks like it's kind of puffed up. But there it is, and there's the numbers on it. 2500 milliamp hour battery. It's a LIPO. We're going to see if we can find a replacement for this and see if we can revive this camera. Here's the markings on the battery, just so you can see it. Let's see if I can get that. Anyways, it's 755457 LIPO, 3.7 volt, 2500 milliamp hours. We'll see if we can find a replacement for that. I was able to remove the battery from the case. It doesn't seem like they expect that to come out too easily. I was able to use a plastic tool to get under the battery and very carefully work it out. Wearing glasses and gloves, making sure that I didn't cause a fire. And basically, this is what we get for the dimensions. So there's the battery info. There's the width. So I've got the actual width of 55.27 millimeter, or 2.175 inches. And if I look at the case, the absolute amount of space that's available is 59.5 millimeters, or 2.35 inches. If I look at the height, the actual is about 53.37 millimeters, or about 2.1 inches, and the absolute max case height that's available is about 55 millimeters, or 2.17 inches. The battery thickness, it appears to be about 9 millimeters. I'm assuming that's the max amount I have available, so I am going to go see if I can find an equivalent battery that crosses over. I can find the actual battery with that same part number, but the date codes are all old, the 2017 batteries, and I'm going to see if I can find something newer. Okay, so here's the battery that came out, 755457. That's 7.5 millimeters thick, 54 millimeters wide, 57 millimeters long, and I measured it to be about 55 millimeters, or 2.17 inches in the length, and in the height 53, or 2.1 inches. I did find a replacement on Amazon. See if I can get it here. Okay, so it's a 7 24957. 2500 milliamp hour battery, 7.2 millimeters thick, 49 millimeters by 57 millimeters. We're going to try to transplant that into the camera and see if it works. Okay, there's a comparison of the old battery on the left versus the new battery on the right. They're very close. The old one is just all puffed up and distorted, so it's hard to tell, but I overlaid the new one on the old one and they're very close in size. I cleaned up the bottom of the case and the back side of the battery with alcohol and dried it off. I put 2 strips of 3M double-sided tape there, and the battery seems to fit perfectly. I left enough lead length such that I can cut the new battery cable and hook it up to the old battery leads. The other thing I did was on that contact right there where the 3.5 millimeter jack plugs in, I tightened up the contacts and I'm going to hit it with some QD contact cleaner and clean it out. I also took out all of the old dried glue that was inside there on the seams. I test fitted the cases together and it completed a full charge cycle. So now I'm going to glue the case halves together and give it a try, see how it works. This Axon Body camera is now functional with the new battery. It charges and it works. I'm going to take it apart, split the cases again, they're not glued, and we're going to use this B7000 glue. It's a clear, kind of elastic kind of a glue. We'll run a continuous bead around the perimeter, put the cases back together, and then I'm going to clamp them for 24 hours and let that set up. Okay, so I got a bead running the whole perimeter. That's what the nozzle looks like. It's very precise. You can get a very accurate bead in there. Now I'm going to clamp. Okay, there it is. It's clamped. We're going to give that 24 hours to set up. Then we'll come back and take a look at it tomorrow. Okay, I just wanted to show you that in addition to the vise, I did end up adding more clamps because I could tell that it just wasn't closed the whole way, but now it is. It's been 48 hours. It's time to pull off the clamps and see what we've got. Okay, I got the cable on it. Looks like we're fully charged. You can see by the seams here, the glue held, and the cases are all back together. Let's try it out and see if it works. Okay, here's the camera. We're going to plug it in. Maybe. Here is Evidence Sync. Let's see if Evidence Sync wakes up and see if we come up with our video. There it is. The video is there. Let's see if we have it. And let's play it. Okay, it was buffering, so there should be no sound for a little bit here. But see if we get volume. Let's go to a different screen. April 4th, 2026, just the new battery in, and we are testing out the camera, the Axon Body, to see if it is recording. This is an old camera. Battery was dead and we just put a new battery in. Let's see how it works. Okay, so we got it. We got video, we got audio, the date's correct, everything works. It was a successful transplant. Thanks for watching.